So there you have our board members. But you guys, you know what? The really interesting thing about the eviction is that you never really know what the board is looking out for. Spend a minute and try and play in your mind what the board will be looking out for and see if you can supply it in the boardroom. Makes you more tense, huh? Don't worry, I'll calm you down. I've got a motivational speaker in the house, Mr. Dead to Me, who will be speaking to you and preparing you for the eviction. How are you doing, Chief?
Fantastic. How about yourself, William?
I'm okay. These guys look a little tense. That maybe you can help them relax ahead of the eviction.
Well, I hope they're going to be relaxed.
Relax yourself. There's a seat for you.
Thank you.
And speak to them for me.
Thank you. You're doing good. Good.
Thank you. I'll see you guys in the eviction room. And we'll see what happens after that, okay? Best of luck.
Hi, everybody. How you all doing? When I ask you how you are doing, you say, I'm doing better than good. How you are doing? And when I ask you how is today, how are you going to respond? You tell me if it gets better than this, you are going to explode. All right? So how is your day? That's a better key to begin, isn't it? Now listen, my assignment here is very, very simple. I understand that today 2 of you are going to be kicked out, booted out, and perhaps wiped out from the eviction process. Now, what I'd like you to understand is that certainly will not be the end of life. Life, you can look at it like a book. If you pick any book, the book is written in chapters. You have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and then it goes on and on and on like that. Now, sometimes when you're reading chapter 1, you may not even like what you're reading. The content may not be pleasant. And sometimes, even the way the writer puts his words or chooses his or her words, you may not like it. But that does not mean it's not part of the book. Yet, if you keep reading, every good writer would always sum up the entire book in the last chapter. What that means is that if you are in chapter 1 and you don't like it, what you got to do is to keep reading. Why? Because the better chapters are ahead of you. Now, for most people, when they go through certain series and it doesn't turn out the way they expected, they throw their hands up in despair. They give up. What I like you to understand is that this is just a process. People start a process with other friends, and yet not all of them end at the end of the process. Before the product comes out of the process, some things might have left out, might have dropped down. I want you to begin to psych yourself up that whatever happens, the question you must ask yourself is, what is the worst thing that could ever happen to me? If I'm evicted today, does it mean I'm dead? Does that end my life as a person? Flip the other side of the coin and ask yourself, what is it that I might have learned all the way through when I've been part of this group? In the corporate world today, people are looking for individuals who have excelled academically, but also who have excelled or who have the skills that will make them stars at the workplace. And I'm sure that all through the period that you have been with your team, even if you have not learned anything at all, you might have improved your communication skills. Life rarely runs in a straight line. That's something you must understand. And if you ask anybody who is a general in any field, be it a military person, a business person, a policeman, or whatever, anyone who has become a star in his or her field has ever fallen down before. We call it disappointment. Some call it failure. Some call it mishaps. Some call it misfortune. But you see, the falling down, you're getting down, you're going down, is not the most important issue as compared to what you pick up from the ground. We call it experience. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to relax. Psych yourself and tell yourself, already I've won. If you are evicted, tell them. I should have told you earlier on that what I've got so far is enough for me to carry on with my dream. Because if you don't, somebody who thinks that is going to evict you, or maybe the person who might evict you from this particular house, but you must tell yourself, it doesn't matter what has happened. What you have got so far is enough to make you a star.